Welcome, beautiful soul. Before you read even one more word, take a slow, deep breath and place your hand over your heart. The angels are here with you right now, in this very moment, wrapping their wings of light all around you. You are seen. You are loved. You are protected. This message was divinely guided to reach you today, and the fact that you are here, reading these words, is no accident. Something greater than coincidence brought you to this place. So stay with us, because what is about to be revealed to you is something your heart has been quietly waiting to hear for a very long time. Something is happening in the spiritual realm on your behalf right now. A love so deep, so real, and so full of purpose is already moving toward you. Not someday, not in a distant dream. Right now, the angels want you to know that your soulmate has already arrived in the energetic sense, already connected to your soul, already carrying you in their heart every single day. And this message is going to show you exactly what that means for your life. Stay till the very end, because the angels have a personal blessing waiting for you in the final words, and you will not want to miss it. Dear one, breathe that in for a moment. You are protected. That is how the angels see you. Not as someone who is lost or forgotten. Not as someone who has waited too long or loved too hard without receiving it back. They see you as someone who is held, watched over, and deeply, completely treasured by the universe. And the message they bring today is one of the most beautiful things a soul can receive. The great love of your soulmate has arrived. Yes, it has arrived. Even if you cannot see it yet with your physical eyes, even if the two of you are not standing side by side in this moment, the love is already real. It already exists. It is already fully present in this person's heart. They are already living each day with you in mind, carrying your energy in their most private thoughts, in their most important plans, in the quiet spaces of their life where no one else is allowed to look. You are there. You have been there for longer than you realize. This is not a wishful thought the angels are sending you. This is a spiritual truth. Your soulmate does not want a life that does not include you. Everything they do, everything they hope for, everything they reach toward is guided by one vision, a future with you in it. Not a vague idea of you, not a daydream they push away. You, real, present, and central to everything that matters. And here is what is so profound about that. This is not new. This love did not just begin. It has roots that go back further than it may seem on the surface. Long before any big steps were taken, long before this feeling was spoken out loud or acted upon, you were already woven into this person's life. You became part of their inner world gradually, the way a river slowly shapes the stone it flows over, not all at once, but steadily, surely, and with a quiet kind of power that changes everything. Think about the moments you have felt it, that unexplainable pull, that thought of someone arriving out of nowhere. Those moments when you felt something shift in your chest without a clear reason. That was not your imagination playing tricks on you. That was the energetic connection between your soul and theirs making itself known. Your soulmate was already calling to you across the invisible space between you, already considering you part of them, already sensing that you were getting closer. The angels want you to understand something really important today. True love, the kind that is written in the stars and blessed by heaven, does not always announce itself loudly at first. Sometimes it grows in silence. Sometimes it lives in the space between words, in the softness of a thought before sleep, in the way a name rises in someone's mind in the middle of an ordinary afternoon for no visible reason at all. That has been happening with this person and you. Your name rises, your image appears, your energy is felt, and it is not random. It is the language of a soul that has already chosen. Even on the days when distance seemed to grow, even in the times when everything felt unclear or uncertain, this love did not disappear. It never left. It only deepened. Because when something is real, truly real in the way heaven designs love to be, it cannot be erased by time or silence or fear. Simply waits. It grows stronger underground, like roots preparing for the most beautiful kind of bloom. Your soulmate went through their own seasons of doubt. They tried at times to step away from what they felt, to move in a different direction, to convince themselves that maybe this was not the right path. But no matter what they tried, no matter how far they walked in another direction, you were still there. Not as a ghost haunting them, but as a truth living inside them. Something irreplaceable. Something that could not be filled by anyone or anything else. And that is when the real shift happened. When this person stopped running from what they felt and started allowing it to simply be. That moment of surrender, that quiet decision to stop fighting the love and just let it exist, changed everything. From that point forward, every choice they made began to carry you inside it. Not out of desperation, not out of longing in a painful way, but out of the deep, grounded certainty that a future without you simply does not make sense. Right now, today, your soulmate is living each day with you as a living part of their inner world. When they wake up and begin to think about their day, you are part of that picture. When they imagine what they are building toward, you are there. When life gets hard and they need to find their anchor, it is the thought of you that brings them back to center. You are not just someone they think about sometimes. You are someone who has become part of what makes life feel worth the effort. This is one of the most sacred things the angels can reveal to a soul. That someone loves you not because they need you to fill an empty space inside them, but because their entire being has recognized you as a truth, as the person their heart chose not from impulse, not from loneliness, but from a deep, conscious, fully awake awareness that you are the one. And this love has been shaping this person in real and lasting ways. They have been changing, growing, releasing what does not belong in a life they want to share with you. They have been letting go of distractions, stepping away from what pulls them in the wrong direction, choosing to face their own fears instead of running from them. Not to impress you, not to perform for an audience, but because they understand that a love like this one deserves honesty and wholeness. They want to come to you as someone who is ready. Not perfect, because love does not ask for perfect, but ready, intentional, clear. They have been having conversations with you in their mind, imagining places you might visit together, dreaming of ordinary days that would carry extraordinary meaning simply because you are in them. And all of this is not fantasy. It is preparation. It is the heart doing the sacred work of getting ready for what it knows is coming. The angels want you to hear this clearly. You have not been waiting for nothing. Every single day that felt long or lonely or uncertain was not wasted. It was sacred time. Time in which both of you were being shaped for the love you are about to step into together. The distance, the silence, the moments of doubt, they all had a purpose. They allowed this love to mature, to grow past the shallow stage and reach the depth of something that can hold the weight of a real life shared together. Think about the times in these recent days when you felt something shifting in the air around you. That restlessness in your heart, that heightened sense of longing, that feeling like something is right on the edge of arriving. The angels are telling you that feeling is real. It is not anxiety. It is not wishful thinking. It is your soul responding to a spiritual reality that is about to make itself visible in your physical world. Your soulmate is more decided than they have ever been. They are vibrating at the frequency of this love in a way that is reaching you across whatever space still exists between you. Here is what the angels see when they look at this person and this love right now. They see someone who has moved beyond fear, beyond the doubts that once made them hesitate, beyond the voice that used to tell them to be careful, to protect themselves, to not risk too much. That voice has grown quiet, and in its place there is a new voice, a steady, clear, certain voice that says your name and means it, that looks at the future and sees you there, that knows, without needing proof, that what they feel is the most real thing they have ever known. Your soulmate carries you with care, not as a burden, not as a wound, but as something precious. When something beautiful happens in their day, the first thought is wanting to share it with you. When something feels difficult, your image brings a kind of peace that nothing else quite matches. You have become the place in their heart where everything calms down, the safe harbor, the thing that makes the noise of the world go quiet for a moment. And what the angels want you to do with this knowledge is to receive it, not to overthink it, not to immediately start searching for proof or waiting for a specific sign or building walls to protect yourself in case it is not true. Just receive it the way you receive sunlight on your face, openly, without resistance, with gratitude for the warmth. Let this truth land in you and rest there, because it belongs to you. You have been carrying hope in your heart for this love, and hope is one of the most spiritually powerful forces that exists. When you hope for something real, when you hold the vision of love in your heart with faith even on the hard days, you are not being foolish. You are co-creating with heaven. You are participating in the divine plan that was laid out for your life long before you arrived in this body and started walking this path. The angels see everything you have gone through, the nights that felt long, the moments of doubt when you wondered if you were simply dreaming of something that would never come, the times you had to talk yourself out of giving up on love altogether. They have watched all of it with such deep compassion. And they want you to know that none of that was invisible to heaven. Every prayer you sent up quietly in your heart, every moment of faith you chose when despair would have been easier, every time you kept your heart open when closing it would have felt safer, all of it has been heard, held, and honored. And this is the answer. This love that is coming toward you is the answer. Not to every question you have ever had, not to every wound you have ever carried, but to the question your soul has been asking at the deepest level, which is this: is real love truly possible for me? And the answer the universe is giving you right now is yes. Completely and fully yes. Not someday, not maybe, now, in this season of your life. The way this love will reach you will feel different from anything you have experienced before, because it is not built on need or desperation or the kind of intensity that burns hot and then leaves ash behind. It is built on something quieter and far more lasting, on truth, on the steady kind of love that shows up not just in the exciting moments but in the ordinary ones. The kind that says, I choose you not because I have to but because I want to, every single day with full awareness of who you are. Your soulmate does not want a highlight reel with you. They want the real thing, the whole story, the small moments, the quiet evenings, the conversations that go long into the night, the days when nothing remarkable happens and yet something inside both of you feels completely at peace. They have been imagining all of that, not as a fantasy they push away when life gets hard, as a destination they are actively moving toward. There is something so sacred about the way this love has developed. It has been tested already, even before it was fully lived. Distance tested it. Time tested it. Fear tested it. And none of those things ended it. That is one of the most powerful spiritual signs that a love is real and meant to be. When circumstances conspire to create reasons for a feeling to fade and instead the feeling only grows stronger, That is not human will. That is divine design. The angels say this love has deep roots. Roots that were planted in a place where ordinary things do not reach. And because of that, what is coming is not fragile. It is not something that will bloom briefly and then disappear. It is something that is designed to last, to grow, to become the kind of love that both of you will look back on someday with wonder, amazed that you were given something so real. Now, here is what the angels want to encourage you to do in the days ahead. Pay attention, not with anxiety, not scanning every interaction for proof, but with soft, open awareness. Begin to notice the little things that are shifting, the way your heart feels lighter for no obvious reason, the thoughts of this person that arrive with a warmth rather than an ache, the small signs and synchronicities that the universe places in your path to let you know that something is moving, something is aligning, something is drawing closer. Because in the coming days, you will begin to see evidence. Not all at once, not in some dramatic, unmistakable explosion, but in the gentle, unmistakable language of the universe. A gesture here, a moment that feels strangely significant, a feeling of peace that washes over you when you think of this love, as if something deep inside you is finally able to rest. That is what arrival feels like. Not always a thunderclap, sometimes a sunrise, quiet, steady, and completely undeniable. Your soulmate is no longer searching for the path to you. They have found it. They are walking it right now. And every step they take is bringing them closer, not just physically but emotionally, spiritually, in all the ways that truly count. They have done the inner work. They have faced the fears, released the old stories, let go of what was keeping them from this love. And what remains now is the clear, open road between where they are and where you are. This is a turning point for you. Do you feel it? That sensation that something is on the verge of changing, that the chapter you have been living in is about to give way to something new. That feeling is real. Trust it. The angels are asking you to trust it, to let yourself believe maybe just a little more fully today than you did yesterday, that you are deserving of this love, that you do not have to earn it or prove yourself worthy of it, that it is already yours, already written, already on its way, because here is the thing that the universe most wants you to understand. You were never alone in this. Not on the hard nights, not in the silences, not in the moments when you wondered if love had forgotten your address. Heaven was always with you. Your guardian angels were always walking beside you, holding your hand in the invisible space, sending you small doses of courage when you needed them most, whispering to your heart to stay open just a little longer. There is something else the angels want to reveal to you today. And it is this. The love that is coming is not just about romance. It is about your entire life expanding. When the right person arrives in your life, and they are on their way, they bring with them an energy that touches every area of your existence. Your joy deepens. Your creativity awakens. Your sense of purpose strengthens. The things that once felt heavy become lighter. The dreams that seemed unreachable start to feel possible. Because real love is not just a feeling. It is an energy that elevates. And you are about to experience that elevation in the most personal, intimate, and beautiful way. The angels have watched this person growing and changing because of the love they feel for you. And what they see is extraordinary. This person has become kinder to themselves because of loving you. They have become braver. They have reached further, expected more of themselves, and lived with more intention, all because somewhere inside them, there is a vision of a future with you in it, and they want to be worthy of that vision. Not perfect, not flawless, but genuine, thoughtful, Someone who brings something real to the table and is not afraid to keep showing up even when it requires effort. That is the kind of love the angels bless. Not the love that disappears when it gets uncomfortable. Not the love that only shows up when everything is easy. But the love that chooses to stay, to work, to grow, to build something with patience and dedication. That is what is coming to you. And every experience you have had until now, every relationship that taught you what was missing, every moment of clarity about what you truly need, was leading you right here, to this love, to this person, to this new beginning. Let the angels speak to the part of you that sometimes still wonders if this love is real. That part of you that has been careful, that has learned through experience to be thoughtful about hope, to not let yourself get too far ahead. The angels see that part of you and they love it. It is wisdom born from real experience. But today they are asking that part of you to soften just a little, to let the walls down just enough to let this truth walk through. Because protecting yourself from disappointment is wise, but closing yourself off from something beautiful that is already on its way would be the one thing worth avoiding now. The universe has been working quietly on both sides of this love. On your side, it has been preparing your heart, deepening your capacity to receive, teaching you through every experience what you truly want and what you will no longer accept. And on the other side, it has been doing the same work in this person who carries love for you. Both of you have been in a kind of school, learning, growing, being shaped. And now the season of preparation is giving way to the season of receiving. There is something the angels want you to understand about divine timing, because so many beautiful souls misunderstand it. Divine timing does not mean waiting forever. It does not mean being put off indefinitely or pushed to the back of heaven's list. It means that everything is being arranged for the highest possible outcome. It means that the love arriving in your life will arrive in a way that it can actually land well, root deeply, and grow strong. Not falling apart at the first test. Not burning out in the first season. But lasting because everything needed for it to last was put in place first. You were part of that preparation even when you did not feel like it. The moments when you chose to keep your heart kind even after it had been hurt. The times you chose to believe in love when every logical reason said otherwise. The quiet prayers you sent up in the middle of ordinary days, asking for something real, something true, something that would finally feel like home. All of that was building something inside you. It was cultivating the ground of your heart so that when this love arrives, it has rich, deep soil to root itself in. You are ready for this. More ready than you have ever been. And your soulmate, even without knowing it consciously, was being guided toward you too. Both of you have been moving along paths that are destined to meet. The divine hand has been at work in both of your lives, arranging things, adjusting circumstances, clearing what needed to be cleared so that when you come together ready, whole, open, able to truly give and receive the love that was designed for you both. Do not rush this. You do not need to. Everything is already in motion. Your only job right now is to stay present, stay open, and stay faithful to the truth of what you feel. Love is not asking you to perform or to chase or to convince. It is asking you only to remain, to keep the light on inside your heart. To believe in what you cannot fully see yet with your eyes, but that your soul already knows with absolute certainty. This love is going to touch you in ways you did not know you needed. It is going to reach places inside you that have been quietly waiting to be found. It is going to be healing in ways that feel gentle rather than dramatic, steady rather than intense, real rather than overwhelming. Because the love that is coming is not the kind that makes you feel like you are losing yourself. It is the kind that makes you feel more like yourself than you ever have before. And this is something the angels want to say very clearly, because it matters deeply for how you receive what is coming. You do not have to be afraid of this love. You do not have to brace yourself for disappointment before it even arrives. Yes, you have been hurt before. Yes, you have known what it feels like when love does not stay. But this love is not that. This person is not those other chapters. This connection carries a different energy, a different intention, a different depth. You will feel the difference the moment it fully reaches you. It will not feel like the beginning of something you have to manage carefully to keep from breaking. It will feel like coming home to something that was always yours. So when the signs begin to appear, and they will, let yourself smile. Let yourself feel the lightness of it. Let the guard drop a little. Not naively, not recklessly, but with the courageous openness of someone who has been through the fire and come out the other side knowing their own worth. You know what you deserve now, and this love is exactly that. You will know it when you feel it because there will be no confusion, no second-guessing, no knot in your stomach wondering if it is real. There will only be peace. The deep, unmistakable peace of someone whose heart has finally arrived where it was always meant to be. When this person reaches you fully, when the love that has been living inside both of you finds its way into the open air of your shared life, you will understand why everything happened the way it did. You will see the wisdom in the timing. You will look back at the waiting and recognize it not as loss but as sacred preparation. And you will feel in your bones that everything worked out exactly as it was supposed to, guided by a grace that is bigger and wiser and more loving than anything we can fully comprehend. The emptiness you may have felt at times will begin to fill. The doubts that have circled your mind will quiet down. The questions that had no answers will start to feel less urgent because the presence of this love will bring a peace that answers them without words. You will feel it in your body, a softening, a settling, a sense of homecoming that lives in the chest and spreads warmth all the way out to the edges of your life. Because that is what your soulmate is for you. Home. Not a place, not a building, but the feeling of being completely safe, completely known, and completely loved exactly as you are. No performing, no shrinking, no wondering whether you are enough. Just the simple, profound, beautiful truth of being chosen by someone who sees you clearly and wants you anyway. Not in spite of who you are, but because of it. And the angels want to take a moment right here to speak to the part of you that has struggled to believe that kind of love is real. The part of you that heard messages early in life that told you love always comes with conditions. That you had to earn it. That you had to be careful about how much of yourself you showed because showing too much might push people away. If that part of you is still living inside your heart, today the angels are speaking directly to it with the most tender and firm love imaginable. Those old messages were not the truth. They were the wounds of others, passed along through no one's malice but through the chains of pain that move through human families and experiences. They do not belong to you. They were never your truth. And the love that is coming will show you that in a way no one and nothing else could. It will meet you with such consistency, such patience, such genuine delight in exactly who you are, that the old stories will quietly, gently lose their grip. You will find yourself over time becoming even more free, more comfortable in your own skin, more willing to be seen, because when someone loves you well, really loves you with presence and intention and truth, it has a healing effect that radiates through every layer of who you are. This person who is coming toward you is carrying that kind of love. Love that heals without trying to fix. Love that sees without judging. Love that stays without needing you to be different to deserve it. The angels see the road ahead of you and they want you to know it is bright. There will be ordinary days and extraordinary ones. There will be moments of deep joy and moments that call for patience and grace. There will be growth because real love always asks us to grow, but it asks gently, as a partner in the process rather than a critic standing at a distance. You will learn things about yourself through this love that you could not have learned any other way. And every single thing you learn will make you more of who you truly are, not less. This love has already made its decision. The heart of this person has already committed to you in the deepest and most sacred way a heart can commit. And soon, very soon, you will see that commitment expressed in the world that you can touch and see and live in. You will feel the shift. You will recognize the signs. And when they come, receive them. Do not second-guess them. Do not minimize them. Let them be what they are, which is confirmation that heaven kept its promise, that love found its way to you, that waiting with faith was never foolish. The angels surround you right now with a blessing that carries so much love it would take more words than exist to fully describe it. They place their hands upon your heart and they whisper this truth into the very center of you. You are worthy of the love that is coming. You have always been worthy, not because of what you have done or accomplished or how well you have managed your feelings, but because you exist. Because you are a soul created by the divine. Because love was placed inside you at the moment of your creation, and it is simply returning to you now in the beautiful, human, ordinary, and extraordinary form of another person who has been looking for you just as long as you have been looking for them. Do not give up on this. Do not let the mind talk you out of what the heart already knows. Stay soft. Stay open. Stay ready. The days ahead are going to carry with them something you have not fully felt before. A quiet, certain joy. A sense that the universe is finally, unmistakably, moving in your favor. Because it is. It has been working on this for you for a very long time. Here is a gentle reminder from the angels as you move into the days ahead. You do not have to do anything extraordinary to make this love happen. You do not have to change who you are or become someone different. You do not have to shrink yourself to fit or expand yourself beyond your truth to impress. This love is coming to you because of who you already are, not in spite of it. Your soulmate is not looking for a version of you that is performing or striving or proving. They are looking for the real you, the one who shows up honestly, the one whose laugh is genuine and whose care is deep and whose heart is as wide as the sky on a clear day. So the most powerful thing you can do right now is simply be yourself, fully and without apology. Stand in your truth. Honor your feelings. Let yourself want what you want without shame, because the universe already knows what you desire, and it is already in the process of delivering it. Your job is not to force it or to figure out every step. Your job is to trust it, to show up each day as your authentic self, to keep your heart open and your spirit willing, and to know, really know, down in the place where doubt cannot easily reach, that you are exactly right for this love and this love is exactly right for you. This is also a time to take gentle care of yourself, dear one, to fill your own cup, to do the things that bring you joy and peace and energy. Because when you are thriving, when your spirit is alive and your heart is light, you become even more magnetically aligned with the love that is coming. Not because you need to attract it, it is already on its way, but because meeting it from a place of wholeness will allow you to receive it with more openness and less fear. So rest when you need rest. Laugh when laughter rises in you. Move your body. Feed your soul with beauty and music and nature and stillness. Take care of you because the love approaching has every intention of taking care of you too, and it deserves to find you well. Your soulmate deeply longs to be with you. That longing is real. It is being felt right now in this very moment. And very soon, everything you have hoped for and asked heaven to bring into your life will come to pass faster than you can imagine. The love you deserve is already written in the stars above you. It is already blessed by the angels who guard your path. It is already alive in the heart of the one who was made to love you. The angels want to leave you with one more thought before they close this message with a blessing. Think about how far you have already come. Think about the version of you from a year ago, 2 years ago, further back than that. Think about the things you have survived, the growth you have done, the courage it took just to keep your heart open through everything. You are not the same person you were. You have expanded. You have deepened. You have become someone who is truly ready for the love that is approaching. Every single step of your journey was necessary. Every heartache that taught you discernment. Every period of solitude that taught you to know yourself. Every moment of doubt that you walked through anyway was building something in you that cannot be bought or borrowed, can only be earned through living. And you have earned it. You have done the work, even when you did not know that was what you were doing. And heaven has seen every bit of it with such profound respect and love for you. So carry yourself forward from this moment with your head a little higher and your heart a little more open. Carry the knowledge that you are not forgotten, not overlooked, not someone the universe has skipped over. You are someone it has been preparing a beautiful, deep, lasting love for. And that love is closer than you have dared to believe. Let yourself believe it now. The angels say you have earned the right to believe in this completely. Keep this certainty in your heart, beautiful soul. You are not waiting for something that will not come. You are feeling the arrival of something that is already in motion, already decided, already on its way to you with more love and purpose and beauty than you have yet allowed yourself to imagine. And as you go through the hours and days ahead, the angels ask you to practice something simple but powerful. Each morning when you wake, before the day pulls you into its current, take just one breath and say to yourself, quietly and with intention, I am loved. I am guided. Something wonderful is on its way to me. It does not need to be a long ritual or a complicated practice. Just that. One breath. 3 truths. Let them settle into your body before you even put your feet on the floor. Because what you carry in those first quiet moments of the day becomes the quiet undercurrent of everything that follows. The angels will be with you in that breath. They will be with you throughout every moment of your day. They will whisper encouragement to your heart when doubt tries to creep in. They will send you signs in the form of little moments of unexpected beauty, a song that arrives at exactly the right time, a feeling of warmth that settles over you out of nowhere, a sense of knowing that something is shifting in your favor. Those are their messages to you. Receive them. Say thank you for them, because gratitude for small signs draws more large ones forward. You are so loved, dear one, not just by the person who is coming toward you, but by heaven itself, by the divine intelligence that created you with intention and purpose and a love story already written in the fabric of your life. That love story is not finished. It is not even close to finished. In fact, the most beautiful chapters are still ahead of you. And the angels cannot wait for you to see the beauty that is waiting just around the corner of what you can see right now. May heaven's most radiant blessing be with you today and every day to come. May peace fill every corner of your heart. May courage rise in you when the waiting feels long. May clarity come to you in the quiet moments so you always know that you are loved, guided, and never, ever alone. May joy find you even in the ordinary moments. May your eyes begin to see the abundance of good that is already surrounding you. May your heart soften a little more each day to receive all the beauty that is trying to reach you. The angels are with you. They have always been with you. And this love, this real, true, deep, lasting love, is coming home to you. With infinite love and divine light, your guardian angels walk beside you always. Every single day, in every moment, in every breath, you are never forgotten. You are never without support. And the love story written for your life is one that heaven is very proud of. Receive it, live it, and know that you were always worthy of every beautiful thing that is coming your way. The angels ask you to carry this message not just in your mind but in your body. Let it settle into your shoulders and soften them. Let it rest in your chest and ease the tightness there. Let it travel all the way down into your feet so that every step you take from this moment forward is rooted in the knowledge that you are loved, guided, and walking towards something magnificent. You are not wandering. You are arriving. And the most beautiful destination of your life is closer than it has ever been before. Amen.